Hey friends, Austin here. We're outside of Philbrook Museum of Art right now, and today we're going to talk a little bit about tree rings. Specifically, we're going to talk about dendrochronology and dendrology as a whole. So the tree I'm sitting on right now is a white oak, also known as a chinkapin oak. The genus is Quercus and the species is Muhlenbergii. It's a wonderful tree, pretty slow growing, and it's historic here to the villa. So if you want to come with me, we're going to head out to the cabin, we're going to see a petrified tree, and they're going to look at a cross-section of one of our fallen trees here. So we're out here right now just outside of our cabin here over by our Victory Garden, and we're going to look at one of the cross sections of trees that we have that has been fallen here at Philbrook. So this is a red oak slab right here, and we've actually counted all of the rings that we see in here, and we think it's about 130 years old. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can tell by looking closely at these trees. Trees are absolutely amazing. Super hard. This is great. This right here is composed primarily of carbon, which comes from the air. That's right, carbon dioxide. So these great little chemists called trees, they take all the carbon dioxide, they convert it into sugars and a whole bunch of other compounds, and then it's stored in the trees like this. Okay, so look at all these tree rings around here, and I've tried to sand this down as much as possible, but you can see here in the middle here, this is the heartwood, and all the heartwood is the dead stuff. And so the tree grows from the outside, right? So you can actually see signs of the life of the tree within this. So right here, you see this really odd straight line right here. Why is that? I don't know. It's probably previous damage from the tree. And here on another cross section from a small branch, you can actually see this dark spot which runs all the way through it. This is from a previous injury that has healed over. And so we're thinking that this happened approximately, I don't know, probably 50 years into the growing structure of this tree. This tree, what we think, is about 130 years old. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about dendrology as a whole, dendrochronology with our tree rings and everything, but now we're going to talk a little bit about dendroarchaeology. So that's basically looking in the past and trying to find signs of human life that have left their mark on our trees. So we can see right here these drill holes, and I can tell that these are older here because of the patina of the wood and the wear of the wood, and more than likely this was used as a hand crank like this, and then they made these little holes over here. If you follow me, we'll come over here, and you can see how this is not completely smooth right here, and you can see some signs that it was probably a hand axe, and they came in and they honed all this down and they smoothed it out to make it fit together, and you can see some of the signs here where it kind of stopped and it continues on. But you can also see a whole bunch of different nail holes that used to be in here all throughout the cabin. Lastly, if you come over here, so I was telling you, I think this is spruce. And the reason I think that is because most of the log cabins that were made up in the north, right, this was from the north and we came down to here in Oklahoma, they're made with spruce trees. And so you can see this outer layer here of the bark that still remains. And also another really old nail here that's been rusted and worn away. But you can tell just by looking at this how much life this tree used to have and how long that used to take. And this is the live edge that still remains. But it's absolutely beautiful in here. Just take a little bit of time to slow down, look at some of the stuff really closely. Besides the beautiful stained glass and the other artwork in here, it's a great place.